So I worked shuttle payloads I started in 1990. So I worked everything from STS-35 to STS-135. So yeah, all the pieces of space station, all the satellites before that and everything I got a chance to be a part of, got a chance to be a part of the team, putting those together and testing those out. So they all came through here. We'd get those pieces in and do whatever testing and assembly would need to be done on those and put them in a canister, take them out to the shuttle, put them inside, and that was my job, help put them inside, and then integration and packaging for launch.
Wow, so you have a special place in your heart about
Absolutely.
ISS.
Yeah.
So what do you think about 2030?
Shuttle more than ISS.
Oh, shuttle more than ISS, right?
Yeah, but ISS is a special thing, and but again, you mentioned 2030, and
Yes.
It's always mixed feelings because you always want to keep it going forever, but it's been up there 30 years now. It'll be 35 years, 34 years, 32 years, and it's 2030. So let's get some age on it.
Right.
So the decision's been made to move on to something else, and hopefully there's something bigger and better coming after that.
Sure.
So,
Thank you.
What was your favorite payload to integrate?
That's a good question. Probably there were two, but probably STS-93, the Chandra X-ray telescope.
Yeah.
I got to put that together on the booster, handle that, and move it off the pad and everything, and that was it was the biggest thing we ever flew in a shuttle.
Oh yeah.
It went the full length of the full payload bay. Most things in the space shuttle didn't go the full length of the bay. There were parts of the bay. This went actually. So the nozzle on the booster that it made it on. There's a keep out zone from the forward and aft bulkheads of the shuttle where you have to keep space away, especially on the forward bulkhead. That's where the hatch is. So you have to come out. They have to ever go to the door and get out. And the nozzle has to be, I forget what it was, 2 or 3 feet off the bottom of the aft bulkhead. That thing was so big that they had to get waivers to go inside those keep out zones. And the nozzle was literally about that far off the aft bulkhead, just enough to tilt out and be kicked away. And it was such a big spacecraft. It was going so far out. It was doing great things out there. It's just neat to put that one together. And it was also a $2 billion spacecraft. And it's kind of neat when you realize that that's hanging in the thing that I'm controlling, and I've got all that thing right now.
Oh, wow.
So that was
A lot of responsibility.
So in 1976, just for the runway, not with anything else around it, was about $26 million.
26.
Right. If you want to slide, it's okay. You can slide a little bit. Just let you give a little bit. It's not going to grab the tire. So you can actually slide just a little bit. So the initial touchdown is on this. Slide a little bit, you're okay. By the time you hit this, you don't care at that point. But when it was this is a high friction surface, and it's meant to grab tires and hang into tires. That's what you need to actually spread out a little bit to let it play a little bit. Start tearing tires up. That's one of the things.
When your alignment's off, and one side is wearing more than the other.
You'll find if you drive out here a lot on the rough surface, you'll chew through tires. And on that expedition, I blew through the first set of tires in 12,000 miles. Because this just eats tires up.
Yeah, I've been on the skid strip out on the Space Force Station, and yeah, it's like da 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 da.
Yeah. If you feel it, it's a very high friction surface, and it's made to grab and grip.
Wow,
but what it
is
does,
really
the drawback
rough.
of that is
Yeah,
it chews up
rough.
rubber.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is why we needed it smoother. We thought at first this would be great. Come find out, we needed to tweak it.
It's great for water, but not for tires.
Yeah, and we're never going to land in the rain anyway. So what they did was the first 3,500 feet on both ends, we grounded down like this. So both ends are 3,500 feet in, ground down. Their aim point for touching down was 2,500 feet down. So you pretty much right in the middle of that area. And that'll give you time to land, roll out, get slowed down. At that point, you don't care what you're driving.
Has anyone run from the end to the end?
Yeah, people dumber than I am. So once a year, we actually have what's called the KSC Inter-Center Run. And employees can come out, and we actually set up a 5 and a 10K setup. You can run on the side all the way up and down. It's a 10K down and back.
10K. Yes, good form.
That was part of the fun part. Was the different cultures and different, the way people, different chance to work with Russians on several of the missions, JAXA and everything, Japanese Space Agency, the Europeans a little bit. So it was all different. It was all interesting to see the different approaches people take to the same problem. It's the same problem, but everybody comes at it a little bit different.
Diversity
is
is
interesting to see how they did that, and take some good ideas away when you can, or realize, hey, we're doing it better, or whatever. And so that was always the fun part to me.
Yeah.
Are there difficult? Well, there's difficulties working with anybody.
Exactly.
So some of those cultural differences sometimes just make you stop for a second. Wait a minute, I've got to approach this a little bit different, and got to look at this a different angle. And then-
Teamwork is
yeah, and
really the key.
you also get used to, with the Russians especially, translators having to know how to talk with a translator, because you just want to start talking, you got to talk a little bit, stop for a minute, then talk a little, so you have to learn that
Yeah.
conversational thing. But there was a guy I worked with the Japanese Space Agency. He was a translator. It was the most amazing thing ever. He could translate real time, English to Japanese. And I was talking, I talk fast anyway, and I was talking, he was going, and he was maybe half a word behind me. And it was the most amazing thing I've
reading
ever
your
seen in my
mind.
life. It was like, how's he doing this? This guy's a machine. And it was really neat to see that.
Oh, that's
So,
nice. That's wonderful.
As far as things that stand out as difficulties or problems, I don't recall anything like that. Just normal stuff.
Yeah.